In the previous tutorials, we have discussed some laws of the logarithm. Now here in this video, we will simplify an expression using the laws of the logarithm. So make sure you have your notes by your side. Here are the 4 laws that we have discussed. Moving on to all of these, we will be using all of the 4 of them in order to solve the examples that we're going to have at hand later on in this tutorial. Make sure that you use them. If you head to page 43, example 6, you have all 4 examples that you're going to have to solve. All of these will definitely need the laws of logarithm that we have learned in the previous tutorial. First one, log 6 to the base 3 plus log 7 to the base 3. Notice, same base equal to 3. This basically looks like log x to the base a plus log y to the base a. And so this means that this would be equal to log 6 plus 7 to the same base 3. And that would be log 42 to the base 3. And so in such case, this looks like log xy to the base a. You just multiply x and y. Now here, moving on to part b, log 15 to the base 2 minus log 3 to the base 2. This definitely looks like log x to the base a minus log y to the base a. Since you have the same base, you can transform it into this form, log 15 over 3 to the base 2. And that would be log 5 to the base 2. This is in the form of log x over y to the base a. C, 2 log 3 to the base 5 plus 3 log 2 to the base 5. Now here in such case, we actually need to use 2 rules. The first one is k log x to the base a, where k would be a power of x later on. And so let's do this for both. For the first one, it's going to be 3 squared. So log 3 squared to the base 5. And the second one, log 2 cubed to the base 5. And so now from here, we have the same base. So let's add x and y. Again, I'm going to introduce the powers to both of the bases. Log 9 to the base 5 and log 8 to the base 5. Now let's go ahead and multiply x and y, and that would be log 9 times 8 to the base 5, which would be log 72 to the base 5. Now moving on to the final one, d, log 3 to the base 10 minus 4 log half to the base 10. Now the first thing that you're going to have to do is to get rid of the 4 right here. And that would be through writing it as a power to the half. And so that would be log 1 over x to the base a, which is minus log x to the base a, the reciprocal. And so that would be log 3 to the base 10 minus 4 into minus log 2 to the base 10. We did this in order to write the reciprocal and get rid of the fraction. Write this again and now introduce the 4 to the inside. That would be plus 4 log 2 to the base 10. Now 4 is going to be written as a power of 2. So that would be log 3 to the base 10 plus log 2 to the power 4 to the base 10. Now, since we have the same base, multiply x and y. And so that would be log 3 times 2 to the power 4, which is 16, to the base 10. And that would be log 48 to the base 10. And this is basically how we have solved all 4 examples, writing it as a single logarithm using the different rules that we have learned previously in the previous tutorials. Make sure that you can figure out which rule to use in every single example. Now, to get even more practice, go ahead on page 45, exercise 3D, part 1, where you have some examples that you can solve. Also here in part 2, you can write them as a single logarithm, then simplify your answer. Make sure you solve these examples in order to get to know how to solve them.